And we're live.
Are we live?
We are.
That's great.
We're there.
All right. So, guys, so welcome to a special edition of something. We need to come up with a name. We need a name, guys.
That's true. Forum's already taken. Varsity Sports Show's already taken.
Yes.
So, this is the barbecue.
This is
That's
the
what this is.
The barbecue. Okay, so welcome to the barbecue live from Burleson, Texas. We are in Burleson, host site. Well, tomorrow, host site in Fort Worth of the NAIA Football National Championship game. Sitting across from me, my name is Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. I am with Mr. James Lex here from Champion Sports Network and the Honorable Joey McWilliams from Midwest Sports Net. Gentlemen, what a night. We didn't even flip a coin to see who would start the show. It got quiet all of a sudden. I figured we needed to fill some airtime. So
yeah, we've just been talking football here, having some brisket, and we were like, we need to go live. So grabbed the gear out of the backpack and said, let's do this.
And we're so thrilled for however many people are tuning in tonight of this event and where we're at here. But I'm excited. I'm the newbie here. So obviously, James, you're the resident. So tell us a little bit about where we are.
Yeah, so Dallas-Fort Worth, it's a metroplex. It's exploding, especially in the last 5-10 years. Yeah. And we are south of Fort Worth. We're about 5 miles south of Crowley ISD Stadium, where tomorrow we're going to crown a new national champion. Wow. Might be the same one as last year. Yeah. As Vince predicted back at the very first show of the season.
Because I had to. Because, I'm friends.
You were right last year.
Well,
so you stuck with your
lucky,
pick.
The sun shines on a dog's rear end at least once a day. And James, we obviously know that the Red River is the border for Oklahoma and Texas. So thanks to you last week in pointing that out to me. I did not know that. So
it's a nice river. Sometimes it's a little higher than others, but what you do need to know though is that the state of Oklahoma goes through the Red River.
Okay.
I mean, all the way north to south and over onto the bank. And it's not until there's actual vegetation that the state of Texas starts. So just in case you were curious about that, where the line is. See, I grew up when they would do the joke on the bus that if a plane crashed in the Red River, where would you bury the survivors?
That is a thing in this region. That is
one of those Gen X jokes way back when on the school bus. So you had to figure that one out. But there's not a line down the Red River. Texas doesn't actually start until Oklahoma's just done.
Yeah.
Wow.
We would have to care about anything besides ourselves to even care about that.
Sorry.
To be quite frankly.
Hey, listen, we're going to watch football tomorrow. How's that? Is that a little better?
Yeah. Let's talk.
Joey drove in tonight, so obviously, and dealing with some traffic and things coming in a couple hours out of Oklahoma to get here. James and I have been here all day. I got in last night. James already lives here, and we had the pleasure of going to walkthrough today, and that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed, visiting with the Grandview staff, meeting a couple of the players. I mean, it was a lot of fun, and I mean, James, you obviously got quite an impression from the team and in talking to some of those coaches. And what was the biggest thing that was the walk away for you?
These coaches, we talk about champions of character, the right way to play. These are great people on these staffs, man. They love football. They love college football.
Yeah.
They're not there to get some endorsement from the local Ford dealership.
No.
They're not there to threaten their coach
though.
with not playing in the game without getting someone out. They're here to play football. And that's just so fun to be around guys that love to play. And they're back, both teams back. But just great people to be around in the sports world, and just a great atmosphere for both those walkthroughs. Great coaches, great players. I'm so looking forward to tomorrow's rematch, I should say.
That's one of the things too about this particular matchup is the fact that in the NAIA, which I'll say it again here on all of our channels, that I believe it's college football in its purest form. And so just dropping that out there.
Yeah.
But in the NAIA, the last 5 champions have each been different schools.
Yeah.
Been 5 separate schools in the last 5 championships that have been won. It's not going to be the case this year because you're getting 24's champion in Grandview, 23's champion in Kaiser. And I want to give Vince a chance to talk about Grandview because I want to open the
it's
floor.
all I got.
However,
why do you have to give him a chance
tonight?
In Kaiser, though, you're looking at a team now that has made it to the championship game in 4 consecutive years. Won only once.
So impressive.
But 22, 23, 24, and now 25. 2 different head coaches. Coach Miles Russ, who's the head coach now, has been a part of all of it. He was on the defensive coordinator for the couple of years prior to that when Coach Socha took him. But what a fantastic run. I mean, that is a serious run.
And the one championship they won wasn't without, or Kaiser's one championship wasn't without that quarterback Shea Spencer. Otherwise, we're having a Four Falls of Buffalo discussion right now. You know,
yes.
But they got it. They got the ring. No.
It is such a cool matchup because they are both undefeated. They are both so very different in you know, in their strengths, but they're both very strong in their own right. I mean, you got a lot of speed from that team in Florida and you know, coming in, and we had a chance to watch them and walk through today, and those guys were lightning fast. I mean, watching them, you know, throughout their walkthrough, it wasn't a walkthrough, it was a run through. and then, you know, and before that with Grandview here, I mean, there's a lot of power, and the quarterback, which you obviously know, you had a chance to interview Jackson Waring. He's a National Player of the Year, and he is so humble about it too. You know, we also joked a little bit about that because of the fact that he is the master of deflection in deflecting it onto everything except himself.
Yeah, he'll talk to teams, coaches.
Yeah,
he's like
spiritual. I mean,
so glad to have the first-year head coach here.
Yeah.
Like he's thrilled.
Yeah,
last college game for both these quarterbacks. I mean, how crazy is that? When's the last time we had a championship game? It is like the last game, and they each have had more than like the 4 years. I know with COVID and injuries and things like that. Like they've played a little while. Like this is it. There is no more. There's no more finding a loophole or not even loophole, but just whatever the wiggle room is that they've. This is it. They will be playing their hearts out tomorrow.
Well, I'm afraid, Joey, of predicting a winner in this game. I don't know.
I held off on my channel until yesterday, the last possible moment to put that down. And I mean, if you didn't hear, I went ahead. I went with Grandview.
Okay.
And my historical background on that is, and I hate to say this if you're a Kaiser fan, although maybe this works to your advantage the way I picked in the playoffs this year, but Kaiser's been in the championship game 4 consecutive times. I'm yet to pick Kaiser. So sorry about that.
You're
I know
if
Michael Brooks is listening to this right now, he's one of the part of the community, the Midwest Sportsnet community from West Palm Beach.
Wow.
And he knows the pick I made, and I think he understands. But just looking at what Grandview brings, it's just so tough to pick against them. It really, really is. And you were talking about the speed and what Kaiser does, and they can hurt you in a lot of ways, offensively and defensively. And Kaiser, again, I say historically, and there's a recency bias to it. Let me pause long enough to say I'm old enough that I don't do recency bias that much. But with Kaiser being there the last 4 years, talking about what they've done in recent years, they bow up on defense. They bend, don't break. They do what it takes to get the job done.
Yeah.
I just see Grandview is just having maybe a little bit more, and it's going to be tough to bend and not break against the Vikings.
Wow.
I think James just escorted me away from the table.
Yeah.
There, so
well, no, you can't not pick Kaiser for 4. A team goes to the national championship 4 straight years, and you.
You brought up the Buffalo thing. And we're in the DFW Metroplex right now, and I picked Dallas 4 years too.
Wow.
How'd that work out for you?
Two of the 4 years.
For those who weren't alive for any of those.
Sorry about that.
I think this game is going to be a lot closer than what people may even think. I don't know.
You think people think it's going to be a blowout? You think
it was last year?
Well, fair, but
no, it was.
It was. No,
for those watching,
the second
last year, Grandview and Kaiser, this is a rematch, and last year was a 35-7 win for the Vikings. No, it's not going to be a blowout.
But the first half was what, 14-7 maybe? Maybe 21-7. It was close for half the game, but second half.
Yeah, but we're in a warm weather city, whereas last year it was freezing temps, which favor that to the folks from Iowa, and
a little colder, a little rainier.
Yeah, and even
bright sunny
today,
skies.
Well, and the Kaiser folks today even told us, we haven't played in a game that was colder than 70 degrees all season long. You know,
and
that's
they're not
crazy
going to tomorrow either.
Yeah,
I mean it's a Chamber of Commerce day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Kaiser, they mentioned they went up to Kentucky, play a game early in the season. Marion, I believe, it was also on that schedule. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they played in September up in the Midwest.
Kaiser?
Kaiser. Yeah,
they were Indiana Wesleyan.
Indiana Wesleyan, sorry.
But
in Marion,
Same state, in Marion, Indiana. But they went up there, and it was in August. So they didn't have.
Yeah, August in Indiana is different than December in Indiana, and and they did. So yeah, even their cold weather trip was back when still in the 80s, and so whereas Grandview, by contrast, for those who didn't see, almost played in a blizzard the last month.
Oh my
for their home games, and they were number 1 overall seed, so they had to host really. And they said, well, we're not moving.
We're not moving for hosting. Yeah.
The reward is you had to go play you got to dodge some penguins on the way to the end zone.
Oh my God.
And they did.
And the thing about it also is the fact that it was a true testament to other players stepping forward, because Jackson couldn't throw. They didn't throw the ball. He had how many total
36,
yards?
36 passing
yards last week. So they relied a little bit on their running game, I guess. And so it tested them. They came out with the win. They played a very good Benedictine team. So
oh my goodness, yes. And shout out, by the way, to Benedictine coach Joel Osborne,
yes.
National Coach of the Year.
National Coach of the Year. Congratulations.
You were mentioning also Jackson Waring, the National Player of the Year. That was just released today.
Yeah.
National Player of the Year, Coach Osborne released the first part of the week with that particular honor. But for Jackson Waring, he's one of a few that has made it back-to-back years with the National Player of the Year honor. So,
which last year won the championship, or won Player of the Year, then the championship. This year won Player of the Year. It's trending.
It is trending.
It is trending. I do want to point out last week in that Benedictine game, Jackson Dooley did have 102 passing yards, so he got the triple digits in the
Benedictine quarterback.
Yes, Benedictine. Yes, but
Waring did not.
Waring did not. He got 36, but still threw a touchdown. I think he did not run for one last week. That I looked it up. Waring has a rushing touchdown every playoff game the last 2 years until last week.
Wow.
Really? Every single one of the playoff games, he always gets at least one. But last week was the first one, because last week all the quarterbacks was really with their legs. Last week was the semifinals.
Yeah,
and obviously Chase Spencer, he got around, got some touchdowns for Kaiser in the win.
Had 3 of those. Responsible for 5 touchdowns on the day, with the 2 passing touchdowns as well. I mean,
heating up at the right time.
He absolutely had a day. Well, one of the segments
you still won't pick him.
Not
dare we ask? Give us the final score again. What's going to be the final score?
I didn't go that far.
You didn't go that far. Okay.
If we push it maybe tonight, I'm going to come up with something.
Have another iced tea.
Here's something for the channel, and if you guys watch our Bet the Barn segment.
Okay.
Because Vegas doesn't put lines on NAIA stuff, and so Vegas is letting us down. So at Midwest Sportsnet, we try to pick up the slack for where Vegas is not getting it done.
Yeah.
And so we have different things that we bet the barn. I've got a barn out at my house. It's my wife calls it a carriage house. It's a barn. Anyway, so we that's our fictitious barn that we bet all the time. One of our lines that we put out last night was this. You're talking about Jackson Waring. Last year in the championship game, he ran all up and down, and Kaiser had this much of an answer. That's not going to happen this year. No. Kaiser's going to stop that this year. But he had 203 rushing yards last year in the championship game. 203 for a quarterback in a championship game. Yeah. We know that is so unlikely this year. So here's the thing. Over under, Jackson Waring, 99.5 rushing yards. Is he going to break the century mark?
Man.
So you guys want to take a stab at that one?
That's tough because, like you said, that number 1 on Kaiser's agenda is going to be
number 8.
We cannot let him run to beat us because you can't, because they'll control the clock. Been there, done that. So they're going to have to stuff the box.
Number 1 is number 8.
Right? 7, 8 in the box and just go.
I will say this though. Now, if Kaiser plays man coverage, then Jackson will have over 100 yards rushing because they won't have anybody to defend him.
Yeah, and they have some good receivers.
So
some very good receivers there.
Man, I think, if you've never, Jackson Waring is a strong quarterback.
Yeah.
He's in the weight room. I'm going to go with the over. That man is, he's
probably in the weight room right now.
He's probably, he probably is. He's probably going to get a couple more reps in, just some power cleans just to
just because.
Polish off the workout. So I'm going to take the over.
What about on the other side with the Kaiser offense? You saw those speedy receivers running down the field and shagging those footballs out of the sky.
Kaiser's got speed. And I'm not saying Grandview's slow. I'm just saying they got track athlete, receiver.
Absolutely.
With the name Dallas, too, from the probably great state of Texas, no, fast. Like
Dallas D'Souza had some big plays in the semifinal.
Yeah, he did.
And I think you have to mention Rico Portia. So there's another speedy name if your name is Portia. You got to think about that.
They can. You cannot miss a tackle on the outside with those receivers. No, it's going to be 6 every time.
This is where Vince Kaiser, I really would promote their offense a lot. Now I've talked about their defense already.
Yeah,
and they do. That's a good Oklahoma phrase. They bow up. Do they use that in Arizona?
No. They down south they use an expression "bear down."
Okay.
But
all right. Well, I think we got to bear down every now. But I mean, if you bow up, man, I mean you're not going to let somebody get by. So that's their defense. On offense, Spencer will get opportunities because there's a good line, but also because he has a very strong backfield. And I mean, historically, there's going to be the one that gets the 1,000 yards, it seems like every year, and then another one's going to be right there at like 800 or 900 yards. And in this case, it's going to be Jaden Miller, who is the one back. If he wants to go by that, I would pitch that. And then Dylan Simon right behind him. And because of the running game that they have and because they have such a good line, then that opens things up to where they have to respect the run. So you're right. Spencer can find his targets. And not only can he find them, he's gonna hit them solid because he has a great arm.
Going back to the score predictions, Robert Whalen 14 on YouTube on Midwest Sportsnet channel, which we're on right now. Kaiser 33-28. Matt Roll Metz. Wow. Kaiser 28-24.
All right.
So your channel, your supporters are all in on the Seahawks.
They're our community. We have a community. We have the neighborhood there on Midwest Sports Net.
Mr. Rogers.
Robert and Matt are both very solid members in the neighborhood, and I appreciate what they had to say, but I'm going to disagree with both of them. Robert, I think, is going to be here. Tomorrow. I think he's making the trip down, so we should get to meet Robert tomorrow. And Matt is from somewhere way up north.
Yeah.
So
you have some interesting followers. There's one with the name. Isn't there one guy's name is like Freddy Krueger or something? something like that. It's like
a good thing this game's in December, not October, because I got questions.
I don't want to meet that guy. I
don't think I've seen
that name, but there is one that's something like that. Yeah. Some of these anonymous folks. Yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah.
That is absolutely funny. I'm gonna let the guys.
I don't need to meet him.
Picks. I'm not going to. I'm staying with Grandview on this one.
Staying with Grandview.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to say the same. I think it'll be pretty tight, but it's I ultimately think it's going to be a game of running tomorrow. So So somebody's going to have 100 yards.
I'll be honest. I'm still undecided because I could see Kaiser doing some creative things on offense. Maybe getting because last year's game, the opening, 35-7 blowout, but that started the game. Grandview did not come out of the gate strong, and Kaiser really didn't either. But I think Kaiser is ready to capitalize this year. Waring missed a pass that should have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
Missed scoring opportunity. Kaiser gets the ball. I think they're going to do something creative again, be it on special teams, offense, something. I think they're going to do something and get. I think if they score, they'll be up, and that'll be a new dynamic because Grandview led that game, like the whole game. I think Kaiser gets up 7, 10, 14 points. I think it would be very difficult for either team, really, after a 2-touchdown lead to get back because these defenses are.
That's the thing.
Disagree.
I'm going to.
Of course.
I feel the tension. You guys at home aren't seeing this or feeling this, but there's like an Oklahoma, Texas tension here going on.
I play my Texas card when I need to. I'm actually born in the Lone. I'm Lone Star by birth.
And you would say that live? Let everyone know you defected?
No, I got better.
Oh,
it's a line from the Holy Grail. Anyway, here's my take on that for Grandview. If Grandview's that's the thing. Grandview's been down 14 points in back-to-back games. They were down 14 points. and found a way to come back, and the defense stepped up when it needed to. And I mean, you have John Argo on your team that's going to step up and make a big play. I think in a couple of those, and I've mentioned John Argo and Jackson Filer. I know they're more defensive players than that.
Yeah,
at least 9 more.
Grandview's got defense.
At least 9 more on the field at a time. But you talk about some of those names. I mean, they did it against. I'm trying to think. Is Peru State or Graceland? Anyway, and then the very next week was Mid-American Nazarene in Olathe.
Yeah,
got down 14, and that one I didn't know if they were going to come back in that one, and they did. So
they did.
There's precedent already this year that this Grandview team, if it gets down, knows how to handle that.
But not in the playoffs. They've not been down 14 in the playoffs. No, Kaiser was down 21-9 at halftime last week. I mean, and they roared back second half.
So which begs the question of those two teams, if one of them is down at halftime, which one stands the best chance to recover?
And that's why I don't know. I can't tell. Robert Whalen, Joey's track record of picks has been on the struggle bus this year.
In the playoffs.
No offense.
In the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
I think that says in the playoffs.
It doesn't say in the playoffs.
Well,
sorry.
I wasn't paying attention in the regular season.
Yeah.
So.
Fans, huh? Okay.
I said community. Look, I said community. It's a community.
The problem is these teams are so evenly matched. They're truly the 1 and 2. There's just no doubt. Both undefeated. I'll make my pick in the morning. We'll sleep on it. But I can see a case for either. Grandview, that defense does not look fun to plan for. I would not want to, accounting for John Argo, who I think he has 16 tackles for loss on the year.
And you get.
And he's linebacker, by the way. It's not like he's on the line.
You get Argo back there. You get Filer on the line, and then you take Kaiser on the other side of the ball. Tyler Logo, who is the defensive player of the year for the Sun Conference. And these were the guys who stepped up in the semis, by the way. Yeah. And you want to talk the plays that sealed the deal for both of those wins were the big time headliners on defense for Logo and for Argo. For Grandview were the ones who stepped up and made the plays that ultimately got the wins for their teams last week. Argo, after a fake punt that went awry, and I think that's the best way to say that for Grandview in that 17-10 win. Benedictine gets the ball back, goes for it on fourth. Jackson Dooley picks up an incredible fourth down. Now they get it first and goal in the final minute on the 4-yard line. Yeah. And first down, I don't recall what happened on first down, but second and fourth
I think they ran it. I think they ran it on first down.
And they were stopped. I mean, just bam, stopped. There was no gain. Argo gets a tackle for loss on second down, and then Argo's the one that bats the ball down on the fourth down heave into the end zone. Desperation. It really was desperation.
No, it was. That was the game.
And
that was the
game
chance
right there.
to get out of that negative -5-degree weather.
Oh man.
But
didn't want to play there.
But I think on that series, end of the game, no timeouts, 30 seconds left in the game. Third down, fourth down, Benedictine threw the ball. And they were within 5 yards of the end zone in a snowy game, slippery. They're almost waddling a little bit to run because they have to be careful, right? Because you fall down in college, right? It's you're down without being touched. And Benedictine, they said we can't run. They just said we third and fourth down. We're not doing no tush push, right? No, we're just gonna work our. No, they were through, and Argo got the deflection and sent them there. You're right. It's a clutch play on defense, but Grandview's it's Iowa, right? It's defense first. Defense wins championships, and so does running with your running back and your quarterback, and just run for 400 yards. That's the well, I guess I think the only school that runs for more is Friends, but that's all they do.
Friends does,
They run the ball on defense somehow, I think, to get their rushing yards up. They get 500 a game for them, but anyway,
not quite. But it was pretty close.
Yeah,
it was a ridiculous 5,900.
Wow, they almost hit 6,000 as a team for the year.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, let me. Here's just a little dovetail off college football while we're here.
Yeah,
Texas is kind of the epicenter of smaller school football championships, and I don't know if they still do the FCS championship in Frisco. I don't know if they still do or not. I think they do, which is just part of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. Well, you go over to McKinney, which is my side of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. McKinney's just the McKinney ISD Stadium is 65 minutes from my house.
Okay.
And so that's where the D2 National Championship is tomorrow. Harding has passed 6,000, and I think they were close to 7,000. It's an absurd rushing number. It is absolutely, it's video game numbers that you just look at and go, there's no way a team did that. Harding actually did it. They're playing Ferris State for the national championship tomorrow in McKinney. And, of course, now Fort Worth, Crowley is the home of the NAIA championship. So, I mean, this area of the DFW area, it's the epicenter of college football championships.
And it's true. They got nice stadiums here to play these high schools.
What's the capacity of Crowley? Seating capacity?
Let me look it up.
It's either 3 or 5.
Gosh, it seems so much bigger than that.
Maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah.
It can't be 3.
8,000.
8,000.
You got it. Okay, but like they have Crowley has like I guess standing room area, right? Yeah. Like kind of on the end zones. Maybe they're counting that because they got like suites, some chairs. They got like
it's nice
with like it's not just like getting your little spot and like kind of walk around. They got like what do you call like under the bleachers like the concourse. Yeah, concourse sounds like an airport. Like lots of concourse at this.
It feels like an airport.
Yeah, it's nice. But yeah, you can. This is good atmosphere too. I think it's gonna be a great
it really is. I know you guys had a chance to see it, and obviously you live not that far away. And by the way, your home stadium, for Nelson, which in case you don't know, James works for the Champion Sports Network, which is there in Waxahachie and on campus there at Nelson. But they play their high school games, or they play their college games at Waxahachie High School Stadium, which is now that one's 6,000. No,
that one's like 12 to 15,000.
Okay, that really okay. I don't know who's 6,000. Wow. So there's some stadium around here that's 6,000, and that means it's a small.
Yeah, it's 9,500. Yeah,
but it's also a very good stadium. But I mean, you guys have seen this. I mean, I don't think there's a bad seat.
No,
not neither.
No, but even in the end zones, I mean, it is a great view. We're going to be broadcasting tomorrow morning, which you got to tell the viewers.
Yeah.
Okay,
what's going on tomorrow?
Yeah, mine's the first one then, so I'll say it first. These guys are all going to be on at different times, but on Midwest Sports Net, we're going to have Midwest Sports Saturday, which tomorrow is presented by the Choctaw Casino and Resorts of Durant. I have to drop that.
Yeah, of course.
Make sure that they're very good sponsor
you on the air
of the channel. So we definitely want to do that. Good folks, by the way, very very good folks there. 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So that's where we're going to be tomorrow. Vince is going to be sitting in the chair with me first. The Midwest Sports Saturday chair. Vince, you actually get to sit in one of those.
I traveled all this way just so that I could sit in that chair. There was nothing I've looked forward to. I bought my plane ticket 5 months ago. No lie. I was telling you guys that earlier.
That's so fun.
But
yes, so that's 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. to about 9:45 Central is Midwest Sports Saturday. We'll talk about Grandview and Kaiser and a whole lot more then tomorrow with a lot of guests. James is going to sit in. Corey, who was here a little bit earlier, Corey Thorpe from NAIF Ball, who's going to be on his own show a little bit later on in the day. He's going to sit in for a little while. We may even get Matt Schwartzler. I think Doug Gann is going to sit in. We're going to get all the broadcasters on this one. Usually I get a coach or a player. This one's just going to be a bunch of media.
Yeah. So eat your heart out. What's his name? Robert?
Robert
Robert
Whalen. He may be
your follower. What's Robert Whalen?
Robert's going to be there.
And Freddie Krueger, eat your hearts out. I'm going to be sitting in the chair tomorrow.
Matt Rometz wants to jump in on the fact checking. He said not in Frisco this year, Nashville.
Oh.
Nashville. Well, that's why I said I didn't think it was. I thought
so D2 championships in Nashville.
Your fans are tough on you, man. Jeez.
Okay.
So what's happening in Frisco?
For a second. No. D2 is still in McKinney.
Oh, McKinney.
It's FCS that's in
FCS,
which is
not
basically what used to be 1AA.
Yeah.
Okay, that whole AA.
I'm just
single A was confusing
just saying. Well,
but now
it's
FCS
and FBS.
FBS doesn't make sense. There's no more bowl games. They're not even going to bowl games.
But they don't.
Notre Dame and all them decide we're just not going to play in the bowl game. Like kids that didn't get something. Oh well, fine. I'm not going to go.
Hey,
there's no more FBS. There's just the football championship series now, right? Like it's the football playoff series, something.
I'm going to go.
PS.
I'm going to go behind the scenes on this one. And if anyone's watching this, just to let Robert and Matt, if you guys are watching this, I can usually see. I have a monitor behind the camera there in studio, and I can see the comments a little bit better because it's a bigger screen TV. I don't have the readers on right now. So I'm relying on James to tell me what's being said in the comment section.
Well, Matt just said Freddie Krueger is he thinking about Tool Envy?
Tulin. Hey, you know what? He could be thinking about Henchman 21.
Henchman 21.
There we go.
That's right.
Tulin, by the way, is supposed to be here tomorrow too.
I don't want to meet that guy.
I feel like he gets all his fans from the penitentiary or something, man.
Cell Block C.
We have the best community.
Yes,
best community on Midwest Sports Net.
They're not even fans; they're a community.
It is. It's the best community. I always tell them, and they hear me say this all the time. I know you guys don't get to hear it all the time, but when I'm done. At the end of the show, we live in an old farmhouse because there's a barn there.
Yeah.
I don't live on the third floor. One of my kids lives up there, but I live on the second floor. Our bedroom is up there, and I'll go up, and Mrs. Midwest Sports Net will always ask me, how'd it go? And I said, I get to talk to the best people in the world. So,
and she goes, why weren't you talking to me?
Yeah, exactly. A real compliment there, bud. I love the fact that you call her Mrs. Midwest Sports Net. Yeah. If I tried to call my wife Mrs. Varsity, I would
she'd slap you across the face.
I would not be coming home. So, yeah.
You had to build you a doghouse.
It's pretty much.
Well, to be fair, though, in Durant proper, when I'm around
town, you don't
town,
say it in front of her, do you?
Oh, absolutely, I do.
Oh,
and when we're in Durant proper, though, she's Mrs. Bryan County Patriot. And there are people who have gone up to her in restaurants and stores that we're at, and they're like, "Oh, you're Mrs. Patriot." That's so. Yeah, she has a lot of names. Her name's really Jody, and I love you very much.
I love that.
You in that doghouse. I don't think we can get you out.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
We'll get you a bone.
Kaiser?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Just saying.
One thing I want to bring up before we sign off here, and but
I was having fun.
You're gonna have to sign off because you have some phone call to make.
I know. I don't. I'm having fun.
No, Grandview from Iowa drove down on Wednesday. One day.
What'd they say? 11 hours? 12 hours?
11, 12
That's
hours.
Not that bad.
And well, that's kind of not what I think they felt after being on that bus for 12 hours. Yeah. Meanwhile, Kaiser flew in Thursday. So it was yesterday. So the fly in Thursday, walk through to Friday, and then Saturday play, whereas,
Dude, I was on the George W. Bush Turnpike for 11 hours today. So
where did
traffic's bad right now?
You got off and they did a little walk through.
Emporia, I believe they did. They got their legs stretched, run around a little bit, just do something on a football field. Man, like I can't imagine those 12-hour bus rides like with the team. I mean, you make some memories though. That's kind of the best part, right? Like that's when you go back. You remember that bus ride we took to that game? Mm-hmm. Like those are great, but then they got to. Hey, after this game tomorrow, Grandview got to hop right back on the bus. Mm-hmm. And they got to get.
Win or lose
Sunday, win or lose.
You got to get back on there and do it again. And, not do it again, but get back on there. And
I think Kaiser's got flights on Sunday, so they're not trying to get out Saturday evening. Which good.
do you have y'all ever traveled with the team?
Yes, yes, I did. With Ottawa, we flew. We flew into Denver and then caught a connecting flight to Lincoln, Nebraska, and they played at what was that school in Nebraska? In Crete, Nebraska.
That is, I know this one. Hang on.
Doane College.
That's Doane.
Doane, yeah.
I was running all those GPAC schools in my head.
They're all orange, orange or red.
No, that's Concordia.
But that was a flight.
Hastings, Midland, Doane is Crete.
Yeah. It was fun. Fun trip. It was, Denver to Lincoln,
Well, the reason I say that is I was on the call for Southeastern Oklahoma State for 13 years total, 11 and then a couple more. And we'll just put it this way. Sometimes the radio station at the time did not want to, foot the bill for too much travel. So we rode the bus with the team, which I didn't have a problem. I enjoyed it. You learned a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Absolutely learned a lot. Got to know
the pop culture and the latest language and things that the kids are using. Yeah.
There's a lot of language that you can't say on the air, which is an FCC violation. But riding the bus with that. But I will tell you some of those D2 trips in the Lone Star Conference, because just going from one side of Texas to the other is wild. I mean, and from Durant to Kingsville, Texas, or Durant to Portales, New Mexico. Yeah. Those are some long
from
trips.
Iowa to Dallas, you can drive that inside the state of Texas. It will fit, believe it or not.
Some wild trips.
So tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Sorry,
I cannot wait.
But you guys are. I mean, you got promote yours.
Well, we're on it. Well, if you're watching and you're in Arizona, we're still on from 9 to 11. But here, with the time change, it'll be 10 to 12. So even some of your loyal community there can tune in because you'll be
yes.
Co-hosting the show tomorrow as well as James. So the Varsity Sports Show. Yep. So we'll have we'll put the link in your social media and they can tune
Absolutely.
in 10 to 12. We got a lot of interviews with coaches and players from both teams. So it's going to be a different take and we're going to comment on those things and, have a little sidebar discussions. And so it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. I can't wait.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a great day, great weather, great teams,
game.
Great coaches, great players. What more could you ask for in a championship game?
Yeah. Great friends and a great community.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You guys are a part of it too because you're on with me on the forum all the time. And so a lot of these guys get to see you all in August. We didn't do one this year during the playoffs, so I'm glad we're getting to have something like this where we get to at least visit
to get together.
Yeah, we normally do. Yeah, I knew that there was something missing, and it was that playoff forum. So well,
what? Okay, that's my fault. But all these years that I've worked around 5 kids and doing whatever. This year, it came to not only 5 kids involved in stuff, 2 of them that are now freshmen in college.
Yeah.
But now there were grandkid activities as well.
Wow.
And the month of November just poof.
Yeah.
There it went.
You're going to every playoff game, every recital.
Going to lots of recitals and performances, and wouldn't trade it, by the way. But it did make for interesting scheduling.
Yeah. But we did get together here and talk about the most important game of the year.
Absolutely, it is.
Game.
And honestly, I mean, if you didn't think this was a very distinct possibility at the start of the year, you weren't paying attention. Yeah. Because it really was. I mean, from day one, you knew that Shea Spencer was coming back. So I mean, Sousa, and I honestly thought he was not going to come back. I didn't find it until midsummer. So once that became part of it, then you think, okay, Kaiser has a real chance.
Yeah.
Jackson Waring is coming back. Well, that one we knew a little bit earlier.
But that was a question mark for a little bit.
It was a question mark, at least from my perspective.
Yeah.
New head coach. Argo. I didn't know Argo was going to be there one more year. And just all the players that they have around that.
Mm-hmm.
But once all this settled in August, and you just look at it and go, man, this is a real distinct possibility. We could see these teams back again. Yeah. And shout out by the way, to all the other teams we talked about throughout the year.
Yeah.
I mean, we spent so much time. Henchman 21, by the way, is a huge Montana Tech fan.
Oh, okay.
And what a season!
Frontier,
what a season Montana Tech had, 12-1.
Incredible.
They make it to the quarterfinals. Friends, phenomenal year. Set the record that they set last year. Broke the record this year that they set last year with rushing. Now nearly 6,000 yards. What a season the Friends had. Benedictine makes it to the semifinals yet again, back-to-back years, and so.
The Sun got 3 teams in the playoffs this year. Mm-hmm. Carroll College made a run.
Carroll College really
made us wonder if we were going to relive the glory days out from there. But turns out, it's brutal up there in the Frontier. Man, it is a brutal season. And
so, shout out to all those teams.
And after all that, we're right back to the same. But it feels like a different game. Like it will be a different game with the same 2 schools.
There's no way it's 35-7. No way.
No, I don't.
I don't see that on either side of the ball, by the way.
35-28 maybe, but I don't think it'll be.
What was it?
35-27.
Hang on.
Matt Romet said, say hi to Dr. Godding for me. Will do. Dr. Godding with the NAIA.
Oh,
a great
guy.
job.
Met him today. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Nice
guy. I've enlarged the text on my screen.
Yeah.
So let me really quick to the.
It's like an eye chart over here.
It is not, and I can at least see the first 3 rows. So we're there. All right. Really quickly, my track record has been on the struggle bus this year, no doubt about that. Matt had to throw on 3rd and 4th down. Might not have had a 3rd down. He's talking about Benedictine. Then not in Frisco this year. Thanks a lot, Matt. I appreciate that. No, Tool Envy, it is Henchman 21. Robert has a direct tie to Concordia. So he's already given a shout out to Concordia that they're going to make some noise next year. Yeah. So there's that. And then, of course, Matt, you're right, saying hi to Dr. Godding. So we have folks coming by.
This guy wants to come on. You got to get him on camera. Should we get him?
He just went. I think he went out the fire exit door.
Nope, wrong door. This you guys can't see, but this restaurant has like 12 doors, and we actually picked the wrong one.
Sir.
No, he's done.
He's done.
He's done.
Okay.
He's out. They've had there's like some private parties here that people have been joining. I think they're getting ready to head out. I can see there's a line. It's off camera.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. So anyway, tomorrow, good stuff. Great game. We'll be covering it throughout. We'll be on the sideline reporting throughout the game as well. So stay close to that social media and
try to have even a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. I promised at least one or two things for the members here on Midwest Sportsnet too. So talk to you guys and see a little bit from press box as well.
Yep. Let's say, is this the part where we drop the hashtags and handles? We reached that part yet?
If we are, it's Vince's channel. It's Vince's show.
Well,
it's all about
I don't know, but it's ours. All about Vince, right? It's all about Mrs. Midwest Sportsnet. Yeah,
that may be certain.
And Joey trying to prevent himself from being former.
I say this, and I guys, and I always want to be honorable on the channel. I always wanted to reflect properly for the people I get to share with. I can't even tell you how much of a privilege it is to get to sit next to these guys tonight. Corey, got to see him for just a little bit tonight. Sure. We'll see him tomorrow. But we've been looking forward to this for at least, I want to say back 2020 was when John got us on to do some of these videos way back when, and I've been waiting for this night. It's just it's a privilege to get to sit next to you gentlemen.
We've been talking about this for years, and it aligned perfectly because we kept talking about, well, Corey was the one that was going out to Durham for the national championship game, and it's a bit of a hop, skip, and a jump for the two of us to go out there, and obviously for Joey as well. He's just north here, so but everything aligns. So thank you, NAIA, for having this game in Fort Worth.
Yeah, I mean we got so we're in the middle of the country for those who are geographically uninclined. We got Vince from Arizona. Yeah, Joey and I drove here. Corey's down in Florida. He's in Tallahassee.
Well, no, he's closer to Ocala now.
Yeah, really. And then I didn't know. I know he just moved, so I didn't know where exactly where. Matt Schwarzler just flew down from South Dakota, I believe. Yeah. So we kind of got it east, west, north, south, everything right here to the great state of Oklahoma. Oh no, Texas. They're all coming here. Wow. For that. Is that subtle enough?
It was. Oh man, and Alabama has tied it up.
Yeah, Alabama, Oklahoma playing. Wow. Oklahoma choking. They choked in the first half. Though it was 17-0. I believe they were ahead and gave it all back before halftime. So not good times for. You can't lose to Alabama though. I mean, come on. Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
All right. Before we start to lose anybody, let's.
Championsports.network. Yes. Just put that in your browser. You'll see a link to go to X, and we'll be on there. Obviously, YouTube. We'll be on there tomorrow during Varsity Sports Show. Talking about just getting more detailed on all the matchups, players, stats, coaches, etc. Lots of interviews too with the Varsity Sports Show. You've been doing a lot of interviews.
We did a lot of interviews this week. We recorded some great sound bites from players and coaches from both teams, and our amazing co-host tomorrow will be contributing as well. And the show will be on 10 to 12 Central on AM 1060 KDUS Arizona, as well as the KDUS 1060 app for those of you outside of Arizona, which your community can tune in there if they want to catch more of Joey McWilliams after the Joey McWilliams show
presented by Joey McWilliams.
Yeah,
the Power Hour.
Yeah, yes,
guys. Seriously though, you should check out what Vince does. I mean, it's the Champion Sports Network. If you haven't seen that online, you need to see it on YouTube. Yeah. But you should check out what Vince does with his show out there in Phoenix. He has a lot of cool stuff. So if you're not in the stadium, so Matt, you may not. If you're not in stadium tomorrow and you get a chance to just get the app there and watch a little bit of that, it'll be worth your time getting ready for the noon kickoff.
It'll be fun. I can't wait. Yeah. So on behalf of our amazing team, James Lex, Joey McWilliams, Vince DeLisio, thanks for tuning in tonight. And tomorrow morning, again, 9 a.m. sharp, head over and to Midwest Sportsnet, and then we'll be on at 10, and I can't wait. It's going to be a great day.
See you tomorrow, Robert. Robert says Boomer Sooner. So see you tomorrow, Robert.
Take care. Mm.